Your higher self is you in the ether. Your higher self is the real you, your total soul consciousness. The you that is living here on earth is just a projection of the consciousness of your higher self. Your higher self is the more complete you, the one that isn't being frustrated by the evil that draws down upon us when we incarnate, that causes us to forget where we came from. We all have a higher self, however much it may sometimes appear to the contrary. But very few of us have much, if any, contact with this higher aspect of ourselves. Flashes of intuition, conscience, compassion, and inspiration are a little flavor of what the higher self is all about. The more advanced you are, the greater your contact with your higher self, to the point where, virtually, you become your higher self. When this happens, the conscious mind, which we generally regard as being our self, becomes little more than a functionary in the service of this higher self. The purpose of life, the purpose of our many lives through reincarnation, is to know the Divine Spirit and manifest it as much as possible. The higher self will guide us in achieving this. Your higher self is the real you, the soul consciousness that is so much more than the physical form you know so well. Your higher self is the you that is unlimited and eternal. It's the part of you that excites you with inspiration, guides you with intuition, and teaches you through insight. Your intentions, desires, and your secrets are well known to your higher self. Those incredibly useful flashes of intuition and inspiration can become a much bigger part of your life if you allow this communication to flourish. Your higher self has the job to keep you on track to accomplish whatever you agreed to do when you were born. The higher self can steer you in the right direction and work with your guides to help you follow your life path. And when you take a wrong turn, they're there to help put you back on track. The truth is that being connected to our higher self is our natural state, just like being at peace and in loving connection with each other is what we truly desire, is what is in our deepest nature. Our higher self knows no duality, knows no other state other than harmony, and knows all the answers to the confusion that arises from duality and leads us on the middle path. Higher self connection is a state of transcendent being that is always available to us and much needed at this time upon the earth. And it is really important to know how to ground this higher self vibration into the lower centers, as for example in the practice of Tantra, Kundalini Yoga, and in fact in all our daily activities. Your higher self is like a pure background consciousness that offers forth its wisdom and directions about where to go now. Sometimes these directions can take a while to come through into your mind consciousness, but there are ways to access the wisdom of your higher self directly by bypassing the mind. It's you who set the course of your life and the things you came here to learn about before you even got here. It's you whispering guidance to you about your highest path and purpose. It's you who set that up as a mechanism by which you could use those as spiritual feedback about where you're headed in your life. By spending time at the start of each day visualizing the energy of your higher self as a most glorious golden light pouring in through your crown center and flushing through your whole being, you will begin to experience an expansion in your top centers and an opening in your whole chakra system. While you are drawing in this golden light, think of your day ahead and imagine it going really well. Send your golden higher self light forward into your day and see yourself succeeding in all the tasks ahead of you. Or if you are doing this practice before you sleep, imagine what you would like to experience in the dream time and send an instruction to your higher self to draw into your dreams healing and uplifting journeys in the astral realms. You want to keep a connection to your higher self because That's the part of you which knows where to go and what to take on the journey and what to do to get there. Many souls who are incarnated here already do not have that connection anymore. They've lost it because they see themselves as separate from God or from the divine energy that is the creator of all things. People often treat themselves as if they're at the mercy of an outside force that controls the course of our lives. This is the normal way to be and behave. You don't need to contact your higher self as an entity outside of you. It is you. And you don't need to get an intuitive reading in order to contact your higher self, although you can if you're particularly alienated and don't know where you're headed or what you want. The wisdom is inside of you if you will access it. Above all, pay attention to your desires. Your truest heartfelt desires are feedback from your higher self about what you want to do now. Living from your higher self means not sacrificing or ignoring those desires. It also means listening to those desires on a daily basis. The quickest way to practice accessing your higher self is meditation. It quiets the mind and the chatter which tells you who you are and what you can and can't do and be, and takes you straight to the quiet and calm, which is your higher self. Start meditating by just focusing on your breath. If you are able to lucid dream, you can easily manifest your higher self in your dream state. Just ask them to appear when you're dreaming and talk with them. Here are the most common signs that you've begun to embody your higher self. You know what your purpose is here on earth. You know what you came here to do. There is no doubt. Perhaps you've quit your job, started a new career, gone back to school, or even moved to the other side of the world to answer the calling. You are mentally and physically lighter. For the first time in a long time, you feel more alive than ever. You feel motivated, inspired, and invigorated. This is because you are finally accepting your genuine higher self with gratitude and happiness. Things are going much, much faster. When you want something or want to achieve something, it happens much more quickly. Around you is serendipity, the way the universe sends you messages. This could come in the form of a movie, book, relationship, or a dream. You attract who you need. You have found the people that needed to be found, your soul family. Even if you've only just met these individuals, you feel like you've known them for a very long time. They often appear when you need them most and offer exactly what you need. You are comfortable with yourself. You have confidence in being you. Everything you say, do, and think is working in harmony with your inner self. You are a truly grateful person, and it shows. You can handle and appreciate your emotions. You feel how you feel and stop putting labels on emotions. Instead, you nurture yours and others' emotions. You no longer seek attention in destructive ways. You love yourself and realize that, in order for others to love you, that loving and caring for yourself is a must. You are no longer the victim. You've cast aside the victim mentality to focus on the laws of karma. You no longer blame others for your mistakes or life situation, and take responsibility instead. Also, you know how to be grateful for what you already have. You feel connected to all life. You understand that all living things are connected. You understand that you, a tree, and an animal are all the same form of energy. You use energy to heal yourself. You continuously use energy to remove anything blocking your body and mind and keeping you from optimum health and achieving your purpose here on earth. You no longer care what others think of you. You are so confident, people's thoughts about you no longer affect who you are or how you behave. You let your heart guide you. While you appreciate and tolerate others' ideas and opinions, you let your heart guide you in making the right decisions. You are no longer afraid. You don't let fear keep you from accomplishing your goals. You no longer idolize spiritual leaders. You lead your own path. You don't need a guru. Your relationships are healthy and deep. Because you have a healthy relationship with yourself, this manifests in all your relationships. Your life is passionate. Where your life may have seemed dull before, it is now full of passion. You feel vibrant, healthy, and unstoppable. You spread kindness and love. You don't put people down. Instead, you nourish others with kindness and love, just like you do yours. Every area of your life experiences abundance. You're making money in ways you never dreamed of. You're living a healthy life, and you find the universe rewarding you around every corner. The Western world has us thinking that if you talk to yourself or hear voices, you're automatically crazy. If you hold this belief, you'll continue to block the spirit world or turn off communicating with your higher self. Please let yourself be open to this discovery. It can help your world shift in new positive ways. There is nothing wrong with communicating with your higher self. You're not weird or crazy. It's essentially a part of your inner voice, kind of like your conscience. It's not a separate person. It's literally a part of you communicating through you. Listen and feel. Your higher self will lead you to a greater understanding from deep inside you, will give you that really good feeling inside when you receive and absorb what is being radiated to you from your authentic, connected, divine essence, your higher self.